Good Monday morning. I hope you had a wonderful Sabbath and are enjoying a new week and all that God has in store for you. My name is Mike Courtney, and this is Monday Matters. Every Monday I take a few minutes and talk about something to make your life happier, healthier, and perhaps a little bit holier. I'm sitting in the parking lot of the local hospital in our community, waiting to go in and see someone before they have surgery this morning. Then I have appointments after that. I put on two hats. I go from pastor hat to branches hat. I've talked about this before, but it just prompted me to just talk for a moment about the ministry of presence. Sometimes I think, oh, this is such a waste of time. I don't know if I'm doing any good. Difference does it make to run in the hospital and spend 15 minutes and pray with somebody? I don't know if that helps, but I think it does. I think there is a genuine ministry of presence, and that next door neighbor that lives next to you that is elderly and no one comes to see, and you just think, well, maybe should I go over and visit them? Or that friend in the nursing home that's been there for a long time and their life is kind of fading away, and you think, should I stop by there? I want to encourage you to do that. I think there's great power in the ministry of presence. There's four things that come to my mind about this that I would remind us of very, very quickly. First, there is a connection to a larger world. When we are in some type of crisis, when we are in a difficult time, our world gets small. All we know is what's right around us, and it feels like we are the only ones in this. Everybody's forgotten. No one remembers. We're in this all by ourselves. In fact, I have noticed that the deeper the crisis, the smaller the world. When it's a deep crisis, we really feel like we're the only people around. I remember when my sister was killed, and I would, this is in the day when you still got things in the mail, I would go to the mailbox and get sympathy cards, and at first there were dozens, and then 5, and then 3, and then I remember the first day that I went to the mailbox and there were no sympathy cards, and you feel like I'm in this all alone. The whole world has gone on, and I forget. The ministry of presence brings a connection to the outside world. You're not in this alone. There are people that remember you, that care about you, and just want you to know that we're thinking of you. You're not in it alone. Which leads me to the second thing. Not only does it bring a connection to the outside world, it brings a connection to a caring community. There is a smaller group that knows you, that is praying for you. You were on their prayer list yesterday, and they will be praying for you today. That's part of the value of church. I say often, if you took Jesus completely out of the church, there's still some great value in the community and the connection and the support that you get. And this is one of those things. And I know we've gotten busy and churches are different, but man, to send somebody by. I tell this story often. My mother went to New Vision Baptist Church. I'll name names. Went to New Vision Baptist Church. It's a large church here in town. Brady Cooper's the pastor. My mom was old. She was not a contributor to that church in any way. They didn't have money to give. They didn't have talent to give. She's just an old woman that went and sat, and probably bugged Brady after every service. She got sick and went in the hospital, and she was there for a couple of months before she died. And I have said this to everybody I run into from that church. They did a better job of caring for her than any church I've ever seen. There was someone that came to visit her every single day. Now, it wasn't the pastor, it wasn't pastoral staff, it's not supposed to be. But her Sunday school class, her life group, someone came by to see her every single day. And every single week, one of the staff members came. And the night that she died, Brady Cooper called me on the phone. And he's pastor of a big church, and said, hey, just heard your mom died, and want you to know we've been praying for her. There is a huge, huge blessing in the ministry of presence from that caring community, those people that know you and have been praying for you. So do that. Put that in place. Here's the third thing. It is connection to a personal touch. I'm grateful for connection to the outside world. I'm grateful for connection to caring community. But you know, God's work is done best one-on-one, eye to eye, nose to nose, sitting across the table from somebody, putting your arm around somebody at standing in the lobby at church, coming into a hospital room and saying, hey, we are praying for you. A personal touch. One person going into the hospital room of one person and saying, I'm here because I care. If it feels like everybody else has forgotten, if it feels like nobody else remembers, I am here because I care. Bear one another's burdens, the scripture says. Pray for one another. People need that. They want that. We need that when we're in something. And so do that. Do that one touch connection. And then finally this, it is a connection to a loving Jesus. He said, you'll be my hands and feet. When you've done this to the least of these, you'll do this unto me. Jesus is in that hospital. Now, Jesus is in the hospital room, whether I'm there or not. I know that. But when I walk in, I bring with me the presence of Jesus. And so do that. And you know, in this day and age, it doesn't even have to absolutely be in person, but make a phone call, send an email, put a card in the mail. Let people know that I'm connecting you to the outside world. I'm connecting you to a caring community. I'm connecting with you personally, and I want you to know that I am here to represent Jesus to you. So, thanks for doing that. I believe that you do. Thanks for doing the ministry of presence. Hope you have a blessed day. I'll post something every day about the ministry of presence. And I guess that's it. I'll go inside. Have a good day.